Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This morning I'm on my way to work, hence the shirt. But before I get to work, what I'm going to do is drop my car off to BMW sitting in Birmingham because it's going to be going in for its first service. Like I said before in my previous video, I've had the car for just over a year. I've done just over 11,000 miles and it's now due for its service. In fact, the service indicator has been showing up for a while now that it's due for a service, so I just thought I'll get the car booked in and drop it off. This vlog is literally going to be all about, you know, the M140i maintenance, because I've got a few other bits lined up for the car. So literally on the way to the dealership, and hopefully I'll see you there now. Guys, I've just turned up at the dealership and there's my car. Right next to it we've got a Porsche 911 Turbo. That's bizarre, isn't it? Wouldn't expect to see that at a BMW dealership. Anyway, let's just go in, sort this out. So guys, earlier on I dropped the car off to the dealership for its first service. I've now got the car back, and what I'm going to do is check the iDrive system just to make sure that they've updated the service history and reset the service interval. Right, so as you can see, 16,000 miles. I've got 0 range, bizarrely. And if I go into the iDrive system, move this thing out the way, it's going to be in my vehicles, service history. And as you can see, that's today's date, and let's see what they've done. Engine oil and the microfilter, that's basically what they've done. This service has not cost me anything, because a year ago when I spec'd the car I opted for the service plan, which cost me, I think from memory, about £399, which includes 3 years or 38,000 mile service, whichever comes first. It is condition based, but I generally kind of think that, you know, the car would need a service pretty much every year, just based on the way I'm kind of driving. This service would have cost me £320, which is the price that's been quoted to me from the dealership earlier on today. The next service that's coming up, I've got a price from the dealership today, and they've quoted me something in the region of £450 to £500, because again, it's going to be a oil change, microfilter change, a few other filters, and possibly a brake fluid change. So straight away, £399 for a service pack for 3 years, or 2 services, which would have, you know, potentially cost me £800. So it's well worth having a service plan on these cars if you are thinking about buying an M140i. And again, from memory, it's something that you can buy after you've taken delivery of the car within a few months, so you do have that option. So I'm on my way now to get my wheels aligned and tracked. Now, a couple of months ago, you remember that I had my car lowered and widened by Motec, you know, and I think that stance looks absolutely brilliant on the M140i's and the 3.5s, etc. What that essentially does is it throws the tracking out. Now, when I did have the Motec stance done to my 140, I did have it tracked from a local kind of a tyre place. We're not going to do any naming and shaming on this channel, but apparently they said that they did the tracking, but a few, like say, months down the line, like now, I can see that one side of my front tyres are definitely wearing a little bit more thinner compared to the other side. Not hugely, but a little, and I kind of think I need to take the kind of corrective steps now to get the tracking done properly. They're called Wheel Alignment Centre in Birmingham. They use the Hunter technology, so they use the laser tracking on all their cars, so I know that the job that they're going to do is going to be half decent. So yeah, I'm just going to go now on the way, and I'll see you guys there. So guys, here we are. We're at the Wheel Alignment Centre up there. It's a bit noisy here because I'm on the main road, and then this vlog is just the second part of the maintenance. Obviously just had my car serviced, need to get the wheels tracked and realigned. So in this vlog I'm just going to go through the technologies these guys use, and yeah, and get my car back on track really. So Hamish, how you doing?
I'm alright, how you doing?
Yeah, not bad, sorry man, just pointing the camera at your face, man. So you're going to talk us through here what we're going to be doing here, right?
Yeah, basically we're doing a full alignment.
Yeah.
Alignment consists of all 4 tyres on the BMW, so you've got your toe and camber,
yeah,
and your toe and camber at the front. So basically we're just setting the car up for alignment, so you've got to get it onto the point where you do your rolling compensation.
Okay.
And then we'll set up with the sensors on. They're literally just sensors, not even sensors, they're reflective sensors which Like I was saying earlier, they kind of work a little very similar to motion capture, so you have dots on your results.
Okay.
So using lasers, it actually uses digital cameras, so we use 4 HD cameras.
Okay.
Which picks up the sensors.
Right.
And so these literally can be anywhere, but you got to have it sort of central, so it's
Got ya.
facing upwards.
And this is all the kind of Hunter technology, isn't it? It grabs onto the whole tire, doesn't it? So, and it kind of points a beam like up there, does it?
No, basically these sensors, as long as it's sitting at 12 o'clock, those lights are just reflecting lights. And then you've got in the centre you've got 4 HD cameras.
Right.
Oh
yeah.
Then you have your sports suspension, which is along the M-Class.
Yeah.
You have the M140i. But what we're going to do, we're going to go with the sports suspension ride height to determine because it's not.
It's not stock, is it? Yeah.
So we're going to go with the sports suspension. That's the rear of your car now.
Right.
That's your camber.
Yeah.
Camber at the moment is set up as slight negative, so we can get that sorted out for you.
Yeah.
That's your toe. So the point of direction of your tyres is your toe.
Yeah.
That one's quite central. This one at the moment is pointing inwards.
Okay.
On the right, your back, your rear, your offside. So it's slightly pointing inwards. So that will basically give you a bit of a drift where your thrust line is quite out at the back. So you're going to try and get that central. We'll bring your toe out, get your camber straightened out.
So looking at this at the moment, it just looks like everything's a bit out.
It is, yeah. And your front at the moment, as you can see, your camber is slightly negative with it being lowered, especially being with an M Sport. It's going to be slightly negative. At the moment, it's slightly to the right.
Right.
Both
Okay.
are slightly pointing to the right, so we'll get your thrust line centered at the moment, so your steer head is slightly to the right.
Fine.
So that's your front end. Yes, your cambers. Cambers are slightly in.
Yeah.
Because of
it's being lowered. Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's no adjustments for on this and that. Your back now stance is absolutely perfect. 145.
Yeah.
9 and 9. Thrust angle from your back.
Yep.
Straight is now centered to your front. Steer head center.
Okay.
And that's just a printout which I'll give you now, just showing that from your back to your front now. It's absolutely centered. That's what it was before.
That's what it was before.
Yeah.
Okay, well we get that as a printout, won't we? Okay. Top man.
That's literally as straight as going to get.
Spot on.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
That's alright.
Cheers. So guys, there you have it. I hope you found this video informative. The importance of having the wheels aligned and tracked so that the car obviously drives a little bit better, and also you don't get any unnecessary kind of wear on your tyres, especially around the edges, which I started to notice quite a bit actually, especially on the front. And from the printout that you can see here and how the car was tracked before, clearly it was quite out. And it's quite important because when you do have the car lowered, whether it's running on H&R springs or the Motec stance, it is important to have your car retracked, because everything just becomes a little bit out and you are going to get excessive wear on your tyres. So yeah guys, give this video a like, a share and subscribe to my channel for more car related content coming up. I've got a few more videos on the M140i's. Might be going to like a couple of car meets as well, so hopefully I'll see you guys on my next video. Take care, bye.